Today I'm going to prepare margoog, an Arab dish that is consumed or eaten most especially in winter, though it can also be eaten in summer. What we'll need Arabic flour, salt, some spices, some Irish potatoes, some eggplant, carrots, onions, and meat. You can prepare margoog with even chicken, but today we are going to prepare using meat. First, you make the mixture and turn it into a paste like you are doing chapati. We are using Arabic flour. I think most of you know that brown flour that is used in Saudi Arabia to make hubs. Yeah, so we are using that flour and we shall mix it very well. This dish is loved by most Arabs and my bosses love it so much. So today that's what we are preparing. It's very easy, though it takes a lot of time. Why? You have to first prepare the meat gets ready, you put in the Irish, you put in the eggplants. After putting in the eggplants, then you'll start putting in the round Arab chapatis. I think that's what I should call them. If you're new to this channel, kindly subscribe, like, and share. This is my channel where I share my lifestyle as a housemaid in Saudi Arabia. Yeah. So after that, we are going to prepare the meat. Like I told you, the meat has to first be cooked very well. Then after later, that's when we shall be adding the rest of the ingredients step by step. Let me hope this video you learn how to make margoog in case you don't know how to make it. And let me also leave your comment and tell me, have you tasted margoog or you haven't tasted it? Me, I love it so much. Yeah, it's so delicious, and I'll be serving it with fried onions. Some can serve it with salads. So it depends on what side dish you would want to have it with, but for us we are going to have it with fried onions. That's the meat. The meat, you cook it any way you desire. Some cook it boiled, but me, I prefer to first fry it a little bit, put in what I'm supposed to put in: the onions, the tomatoes, the eggplants, the carrots. Then I boil it for like 30 minutes. Then after 30 minutes, that's when I'll be putting in the Irish and the eggplant. But you can put in any ingredients you want. There's some people who don't want Irish, but me, my bosses love the Irish. So it's not that you are supposed to use the recipe I'm giving you. You know, you can use your own recipe to turn that food that you want at your desired taste. Then I also put in the spices. After putting in the spices, I'll put in the water and cover it so that it can boil for 30 minutes. If you haven't yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like, leave your comment. Have you tried it or you haven't tried it? When do you eat it? Do you eat it in the winter or you eat it in summer? Here we eat it whatever, whether in winter, whether in summer. If my bosses feel like they're supposed to eat margoog, definitely they will tell me that tomorrow we are going to eat margoog. So here it was done, the beef was done, and I had to check it whether it had cooked well. I had to add the Irish. After adding the Irish, I'll add the eggplant, then also cook them for 30 minutes. I don't want to cook them so much. Why? There is that process where I'll be putting those round Arabic chapatis, whereby have to be breaking them into pieces to make that thick consistency that I want, like you'll be seeing in the video. Yeah, so make sure you don't boil the ingredients so much. As long as the meat is well boiled, the rest of the ingredients will get ready as you are preparing the Arabic chapati. So this is the paste. It had combined it very well, and you have to turn it into balls. After turning it into balls, roll it on a rolling pin so that you get that round circle, whereby you are going to be breaking it into different pieces to get a desired consistency that you would want your margoog to be. This process is like making chapati, but here we are making Arab chapatis in the Arab flour, and that flour is normally brownish. Yeah, you can either make it into chapatis or you can cook it into porridge, but here we normally make it into hoops, that main food that most of you know called hoops, the food that Arabs love so much. So after rolling it, you get that chapati as it is, that Arabic chapati, and put it in the soup that you have prepared. When you put it in the soup that you have prepared, leave it to stay there like for 5 minutes. Then after 5 minutes, when it has become firm, you start breaking it into tiny pieces. The more you add the Arabic chapatis, the more you break them into smaller pieces, the more consistency you are going to get the margoog that you want. That's why I told you that when you are boiling the ingredients, make sure you don't boil them so much, so that by the time you are done mixing the mixture, everything will be cooked very well. So here you have to break that round Arabic chapati, break it into pieces and stir so that it does not stick to the pan as you are cooking. It's a little bit longer process. Why? Because it involves so much to do, but if you are used to it, it will take you a few time, and if all your ingredients you prepared them so well, it won't take you so much time. So I kept on repeating the same process until I got the desired consistency that I felt was, this is okay with me. Like I said, everybody has their way of mixing whatever they are cooking, so you can get your consistency. Some love it watery, me I love it more thicker. Yeah, that's why I kept on adding until I felt with my eyes and my hands that this is the consistency I do what I want. So here I was mixing it so that it doesn't stick to the pan, and also checking the consistency. How far is the consistency that I want? This dish is very delicious. Very, I don't know, and most especially when you have it with the fried onions. Mwah! It's the best dish for winter, or the best dish that you can have in summer after a long day of work. Yes, have you subscribed? Let me hope so. So in today's recipe, we are making margoog. I don't know whether I've pronounced it very well, but it's called margoog, and we normally use meat or chicken, Arabic chapati, and different ingredients depending on your taste and preference. So my margoog was ready. I had to add onions, our fresh onions. Adding them is optional. You can either add them or you cannot add them, but me, I love adding onions to it. Why? It gives it another taste. Here I was frying the onions, yeah, that are going to be served with the margoog, and you make sure the onions turn brown. Then after, you'll have to dish it out with the recipe. Yes, so kindly subscribe, like and share, give this video a like so that you can support my hustle. And my margoog was ready to be served. Yeah, so this is what we had, and that's the consistency that I really needed. And the onions were also ready to be served with the dish. Yeah, like I told you, it has different servings. It depends on what you would prefer. So here my boss was dishing it out. I had gone somewhere, and like I told you, she normally comes into